in Osama City. You're watching One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with information, news, sports, and public affairs. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with love. Ang telebisyong pangmasa. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. One TV special report.
Sir. Mrs. Secretary, please conduct the report of all members of the Executive Council.
Honorable Quincy Secretary, Honorable Kapayan, Honorable Duhay Lungsod, Honorable Ko, Honorable Wamina Junior, Honorable Canlas Junior, Honorable Romero Disikan, Honorable Salvador, Honorable Lim, Honorable Lau. We have 11 members present, Honorable Presiding Officer.
There being 11 members present, the chair declares a quorum. This is the second day or last day of our public hearing. Is the day we had conducted public hearing and we touched on several items on the agenda. The review of the new law, Public Act 12001, which was approved on June 13, 2024, which mandates the modernization, standardization, and updating of all market values of all kinds of lands within our jurisdiction. So, our assessor, Sir Samuel Stuta, sent it to us yesterday, the SMB's decision of market values. And of course, there were questions which were being raised by the participants, and we can ask questions now also regarding those matters which was touched today. But for today, we start with the presentation of the 6% cap or the limit of the imposition of the tax, which was mandated by the new law. So we are happy to have with us now the City Treasurer, Ma'am Pina Piquet. Thank you for coming. And before we start, I request the Secretary to please acknowledge our guests, our valuable guests who are here today to attend this public hearing. Secretary, please proceed.
Yes, Honorable Chair, this afternoon we have the presence of the following visitors: Mr. Divino Lidisma, Treasurer of the Osamis Chamber of Commerce; Mr. Primitivo Paildin; Mr. Bernardo Gation, Osamis City Chamber of Commerce; Mr. Nolbilito Daligdig, Osamis City Chamber of Commerce; Mr. Persington Quito of the Osamis City Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce; Mr. Rowella D., Miss Bernadette Micaros, Local Revenue Collection Officer of the City Treasurer's Office; Mrs. Alma Dumpur. Likewise, Honorable Chair, we have the presence of the personnel from the Osamis City Assessor's Office, headed by Samuel Cristuta, OIC City Assessor; Punong Barangay Dionisio D'Italia, Mr. Benidin Lago, Mrs. Susan Bondaco, Mrs. Marilyn Puentes; Punong Barangay Roberto Linsag, Mr. Regan Sison, Engineer Eva Obina; Punong Barangay Herminiana Perez, City Treasurer Julie Pina Piquet, and our City Legal Officer Attorney Buin Cassandra Libertario.
I think they are still latecomers. The BR representative was here yesterday and she told me that the province has already conducted their own public hearing, also related to this kind of undertaking today. We had in Samis. So we will start with the presentation. As I have said, we start with the 6% cap so that everybody will be clarified on that. Kaya daga po nangutan hapon. So we are glad we have here Ma'am Pina Piquet. Ma'am, I give you the floor to present the 6% cap. Anyway, na-rapod na ito ang mga legal counsels sa LGO, si Atty. Francis Solita and Atty. Cas Libertario, who are willing to assist us in this public hearing. Ang mga putan, mga legal implications, don't worry, na itong abogado na kabok. This matter is also very important to the brokers, the appraisers, because after the final approval by the BLGF or SMB, kaning market balance mo na basis, sole basis of all valuation, national and local, muli gamiton sa all national agencies sa valuation, including the private real property owners and brokers. Mawala ng sunod valuation sa BR, mawala na ito. In the meantime, naapa siya applicable pa, but after the final approval of this SMB by the BLGF and the Department of Finance, mo nag-ibasihan. Kaya objective ani nga balaod, usara ang valuation basis is only one valuation basis standard nga paghimuon for Philippines. So ma'am P, if you are ready, please proceed ma'am with your presentation sa 6% cap.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. According to Section 55 sa RP Vara IRR, it says that cap on the increase of the real property tax resulting from the increase in real property values and assessments for the first year of activity of the approved SMB or the schedule of market value in accordance with the Act and this IRR, any increase in real property taxes shall be limited to a maximum of 6% of the real property taxes assessed on such properties prior to the effectivity of the first SMB under the Act, provided that the cap shall be applicable to each type of real property tax, including special education fund, idle land tax, and other special levies in real property, provided further that the LGU may impose by way of an ordinance a cap on the increase in real property taxes for the succeeding years, meaning 6% ra gyud ang atong ma-increase of the RPT current rate.
I would just like to elaborate, Mr. Chair,
Yes,
I would like to expand further
Chair Samuel, please proceed.
for us, the stakeholders, to fully digest what 6% is all about. 6%, as we have discussed yesterday, is the maximum increase of tax to be availed by the taxpayer after the implementation of the general revision in 2027, effectivity of which is 2028. So during the first year, by the way, ang gidugayan sa pag-effect sa atong revision sunod, 3 years na magyapon, effective sa 28, 59, 30. The most significant aspect of the RP Vara law relating to 6% cap is this. Assuming na nakaroon pa na ta, 2028 na ta, this only an assumption na. But anyway, we are the office of the city sir just trying to give you an advanced awareness of what are the privileges to be availed of RP Vara law. So in 28, year 2028, which will be the first year of effectivity of RP Baralo under the new revision, ang bayranan sa 2028, ato na lang din sa pero magkaroon ng tatanan, ang tax due sa 2028, agtuta mo base sa assessed value sa revision 2023. Kung pila anyong gibayaran karon nga buhis, karon covered pa man sa 23 revision. Kung unsa inyong gibayaran karon nga revision, patuman lang nato nag 6%. 6% lang. So, ang 6% ipatong karon mo na tax due sa year 2028. Okay. So, that is a privilege ng atong mga bilang Api Baralo. However, please take note, on the second year, in the year 2029, and the succeeding year 2030, 29, the normal computation of taxes resumes. Meaning, kung pilay assessed value at aning upcoming na revision, i-multiply na ito sa itong tax rate, mo na itong tax due. Wala na itong 6%. Wala ito. Normalize na. 28, 29. Dayon, to concretize 6% cap rate, once ma-approve na ang atong SMB, ibalik sa siyudad, firmado na sa Secretary of Finance, atong papasaran o ordinansa ang maximum 6% cap rate.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So, kining atong gihimo, this is for 2027, next year. Nga atong i-public hearing karon, atong gihimo nga mga schedule sa SMB, para next year ni 27. For effective, 2028, effectivity. If you remember, we had a revision last 2022, di ba? Nag-revise na sa itong real property tax. Atong gi-revise ang estimate level, public hearing ta, no? Dinapog. Atong implement sa 2023. Karon, 2023 ang atong reference. Kung nata-increase karon, based on the new law, di mula pa ng 6% atong public tax sa 2023. Muna sa about within 1 year from the approval of our new SMB. So, dili mo increase ang tax kaya property over 6%. Na cap, na limit. After 1 year, after 29, pwede na mulapas na cap. And the LGO, the City Council, could enact an ordinance to again make a limit, make a cap on the public taxes. Pwede mahimo na po may ordinance. Pwede kayo madakan atong mga taxpayers. So muna meaning sa 6% cap nga effective within 1 year by approval of our SMB. So 28 effectivity, tamang 29. After that, wala na cap. Wala na 6% cap. Okay? So, do you have questions at this point of time? Amo yung mga pangutana? Bayan ana?
Mr. Chair, thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to direct my question to Sir Samuel, sa assessor, concerning the 6% nga increase para sa 2028.
Proceed, please.
So, okay, thank you. Sir, ang imong na-mention sa Balaod is 6% increase. That's the maximum. Am I right?
Yes, Honorable Chair. Yes.
So, unsa may minimum man na?
Actually, sa Balaod, gibutang ni rin shall be limited to a maximum of 6%.
So, pwede rag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pero sa 6% na po, murag nominal na po kaya naman siya. Depende ang sa ikuan. Pero maximum of 6%.
Mo lagi, sir.
Okay.
Ang cut-off niya sa Balaod, nga we will not go beyond 6%. So, probably, kay kung ato go take into consideration ang present time, medyo lisod bitaw. So, ang ato gong objective gron sa LGU Osamis is to increase realty tax but not in such a way nga maka-hurt po sa atong mga landowner. Ang tendency gud ron, actually yesterday ang usa nato ka guest nangutana siya pila ka percent ang delinquent, no? So wala man itong hato si nag-inquire yesterday, si Kerwin, wala man siya nitong nga. So ganahan po kung mangutana kung pila may delinquent kay if we will keep on increasing our realty tax, ang tendency makadako po na itong mga delinquent. So actually, in the long run, mas makakansin na nunta. Then we are indirectly penalizing those taxpayer nga nagbayad good religiously every year. So I think we will do in such a way that maka-increase the revenue, at the same time we'll also protect the interest of our taxpayer. Okay? In my case, even though I'm a city councilor, but I'm also a taxpayer. So atong i-balance lang bitaw nga dili pod bugat.
What's the question, Honorable Lao? Pangutana. What's the question, pangutana? Pangutana mo, you have a question?
Yes. Katong
You ask a question, so what's the question which will be answered? Unsay pangutana mo, naghimo man kang statement, manifestation.
Katong Mr. Chair, nga akong point is ang gimension ko sa Balaod is 6%, no? So probably we don't have to follow that 6%. We'll just adjust within that. It's either 1%, 2%, 3%, or 5% ba itong increase. Then at the same time, katong ako lang pong erase ang issue nga actually before naka-ask naman ko question, nag-inquire naman ko parte sa delinquent without sa realty tax. Kayo ganha po ko makabaw nga pila man ka percent ang wala gabayad sa realty tax.
Pangutana mo.
Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am P, do you have
Mr.
any
Chair.
data now?
Mr. Chair.
Kung pilay wala mabayad itong RPT?
Mr. Chair, I would like to redirect the concern of Attorney Consuelo to the proper office.
Yes, I'm asking Ma'am P. Not you.
Actually, last 2024, our delinquencies is 52,847,139.15. So sa 2025, ang atong delinquency is only 30,986,033 pesos and 40 centavos. So, ang gumikan sa RP Vara, ang 21 million ang nakabayad, 21,861,105.75. So, mao nang out of 52, 30 na lang ang himong delinquent. So, 41% ang ang 21 million is 41% of 52 million. So, gamay na lang yun ang nahibilin. Gumikan sa RP Vara law. Gumikan sa amnesty na atong i-avail.
Ma'am P, do you understand, Pamyo, that because of the amnesty sa RP Vara, that's why the people, taxpayers were encouraged to pay ang atong 81 million nga kultibo, nahimo lang 31 million as now.
Ang 52 million nato nga delinquencies, it's because of the RP Vara law nga naay amnesty gikan atong July 5, 2024 to July 5, 2026. Ang tanang naay delinquencies na encourage jud sila bayad kay aron ma-waive ang tanan nila nga penalties. Ang penalties baya out of sa 21 million nga tax due, ang nabayad-bayaan is 14 million na lang kay na-waive ang 6,945,005 pesos and 44 centavos. Dako kayo ang nawala sa atong collection. Dako po kayo ang nawala sa mga responsibilities nga bayrononon sa mga taxpayers kay na-waive bayad interest nga 6 million out of 21 million. So ang ato lang Imbis ang ato unta nga collection is 21 million, nahimo na lang 14 million. Kay na-waive man ang interest nga worth 6 million kapin.
21.
So, advantageous jud kaayo ni sa tanang taxpayers. Nga hoping pud may nga while naa pa ang period nga within pa ang periods sa atong amnesty, amo lang encouragement nga dapat unta mo avail lang gyud sila kay after pagka July 6, 2026 balik gyud ang tanang penalty. Mawala gyud ang waiver.
Yes, ma'am. We understand that this law is only good for 2 years, the availment. No?
Yes,
So,
sir.
the law is effective July 5, 2024 is up to only July 5, 26 this year nga maka-avail sa tax amnesty. So, we are glad that many taxpayers availed. No? In fact, about more than 50 million ang nawala sa itong collectible, ma'am. 82 na himo ng 31.
Dili, 21.
31 lang. Could you enlighten us, ma'am?
Yeah. From 50
what are possible causes nga nang wala gyud mabayad gyapon ang 31 million? Kinsa yung mga taxpayers nga wala mabayad? Can you enlighten us,
dili,
please?
dili lang na bold siyang
Ayaw sa tingala, ma'am.
pero
Unsa may hinungdan?
siguro basta kay ang kaning 30 million majority ani nila cannot be located na, wala na dinhi
Wala na din.
gapuyo to nasa abroad. Then ang ilaang mga properties are being settled by illegal settlers. Dayon syempre lahi na ang gapuyo, then di pud sila mamayad kay dili lang kaugalingong yuta, then ang tag-iya nowhere to be found, ngayon ana ba kasagaraan.
So principally, ma'am, the principal reason might be nga they are not aware nga they can avail of the amnesty. Kay kung they are aware, mabayad sila.
Yes.
No? Kay
Okay. Advantageous na kayo.
probability to pay.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, ang gusto dire nya ang ilang gipa caretaker dili aware, wala
Oo.
pa kabana. So asa kay balo?
Ana sir
Muna
kanang
hinungdan nga nakabuntay kultibo nga about 31 million.
o kanang di na namo malocate gyud sir kay
Oo.
wala namin ka kuanan kung asa pero
And for other reasons also, for one ay main cause nga wala ang bayari ang balance kay tungod wala kay blow mostly ang tag-iya abroad nya ang ba pa wala nga matay na
yes sir.
walay nag-take care sa yuta, so wala yung bayad og waste.
Mga ingon ana sir.
Ang ilang mga anak
yeah.
panay pakialam
Wala.
kung
Yes.
kinapoy kagalingon nga panginabuhi, no, di na mo bother o una-una sa property. So muna yung principal reasons nga natay collectible.
Yes sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes sir.
Another question, Sir Pressing.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to all the city councilors in this chamber and to all the stakeholders as well. Akong pangutana, ma'am, I would like to know kay ang sulti ni ma'am city treasurer kay ang na-collected kay 41% na. Ma'am, 41%. So napay diferensya nga 59%. So how with very short time na lang nato from now on until July 5, unsa man nato pag accelerate anang collection sa 59%, ma'am. Kaya actually appeal ko sa 59%.
So, ma'am,
Honestly, appeal ko sa 59%. Pero I am very aware of the deadline goal kay ko. Kay, as I've said, ang business is not always good. Sometimes we have to prioritize ang atong other obligations over our tax dues, like the real property taxes. Kay, kabalo naman tayo na amnesty, so we'd like to pass yun nga unahon sa itong uban nga ma-penalize po tayo if we do not pay. So ma'am, how do you ako, count me out kay mubayan mo ko. How do you accelerate the collection sa atong 59% more or less nga taxpayers in delinquent taxpayers? para ma-exempted or sila sa penalties and surcharges.
Ma'am P, you may respond please. Okay?
Actually, kining ato ang amnesty, ato naman ning gi-publish, ato naman ning kuan sa TV, tanan no. So, kabalo na gyud po na sila. Pero ang responsibility ani gyud na agyud sa owner kung mobayad ba gyud sila o dili. Basta kay kami ning effort gyud mi sa tanan namong mahimo nga ma-inform sila.
Yes, ma'am. Did your office at this point in time write those who have not yet gisulatan ba nato, gi-inform na, oy, gamay na lang time, magbayad na mo, otherwise this and that. Nabuhat ba na nato? I don't know if that is the protocol, pero kung gibuhat ba na nato kay ako so far, wala ko dumdum nakadawat ba ko og letter nga na pa ko'y bayar noon that much. Kay actually, ako nalibo ko pila akong bayar noon, so I have to go back to your office or maybe to si city assessor's office para i-klaro ang akong delinquent.
Yes, sir. We assume that the LGU's routinary measures nga kanunay mapalag sulat, reminder sa mga taxpayers, mga ron, but Ma'am P may still amplify further.
Actually, as a real property owner, ato man ang responsibilidad ang atong properties. Kung bot gyud naon, di naman kinahanglan pang i-remind ta no kay ato ang properties, then dili man gyud pod ta kanang what I mean, dili ba ta dili ta unaware nga nagyud tay bayro nun. But regardless of that, kami nag-effort gyud mig hatag ninyo bill dayon nagpa-send pa gyud mi sa kanang saingan ani sa media tanan. So gani malimot mo anha na pud mo dinha, magsige na pud mig preprint na pud ana. So ang amo awa man pud may makulang, sir. So ang amo lang sa taxpayers lang pud pareha nako. Kinahanglan pud ta aware sa atong mga properties. So aware pud ta kung kanus ang atong bayro nun. Bisan pag unsa ta ka busy, kinahanglan gyud aware ta sa atong mga responsibilities sa ato ang mga properties.
It means, sir, that the LGU is exhausting all remedies. Tanan nga paningkamot, gayong sa LGU, para ma-aware gyud o malamdagan gyud ang taxpayer nga ma-incentivize gyud ang mubayad. Gihimot ang sa LGU, only that among last option nga mo file og kaso, wala pa na mahimua. Kay we better take first the initial remedies nga mabayaran gyud ang walay kaso, mabayaran gyud ang buhis, walay kaso kinanan. So we take the diplomatic initiative, sir. So muna give sa inyo.
We as the Osamis Chamber of Commerce, our members, gamay ra mami, even less than 100 members. So kami, we would like to just lately nagpadala may nag-inform sa among members to be reminded of the deadline of the tax amnesty. Pero sa ako lang personally, I think sa among part dili pud mi ka paibalo sa uban pang wa pa kabayan. So kung ang yon nato ang atong responsible offices na to give another reminder kay before kay dool naman Mr. Chair ang deadline.
Yes, sir. This law was published sa may Tribunal Balaoray, published sa National Gazette. And then when it was received by the LGUs mo na himo ordinansa, di ba? Kita na himo ordinansa para ma-adapt o ma-concur ganing amnesty para ma-avail sa mga taxpayers. Kunya, pa himo ordinansa, naghimo mo tag public hearing na pod last time para mahibulog po ng mga residents na amnesty. So that was being undertaken by the LGU in good faith nga mahibulog ang tanang taxpayers, the concerned taxpayers. So we first gave the time to Kapitan Todek and then Honorable Siso next. Capitan Tudik, you have the floor. Proceed.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Sa tanan nga naa karon dinhi. In addition ni ma'am, ang tanang 50 kabarangay aware gyud kayo katong mga delinquent nga taxpayer kay nagpadala na sila letter through barangay. Gi-disseminate po sa barangay sa ilang mga katawhan. Amot nang ka si sir, wala siguro na siya mapadad pero sa mo ang barangay gipadad ang tanan, well aware ang barangay ana.
Thank you, Capitan Tudik. So that supports the exhaustion of all remedies by the LGU nga giagi pag barangay para ang barangay po mohimo og info campaign sa ilang mga hinte nga mobile silang buwis pagtabang sa LGU because we are here in harmony sa tanang barangay captains. So we now come to Honorable Ciso, please, you proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I understand the reckoning of our chamber kaganina nga ang kana magong ipadala manggod sa mga sa taga city treasurers through barangay magud, Mr. Chair. It is just the computation nga mo ani imong bayranan, pero maybe ang kaning manggong mga taga-iyag yuta, Mr. Chair, normally ani unya ra ni sila magimok mobayad og kanang buwis kung nanay interested mo palit, or maybe kung na sila extra income nga pwede nila ibayad kay sakto tong gingon di gyud kaayo priority si property tax not unless nanay palit mahitabo. So with that, Mr. Chair, ang gustong i-emphasize siguro sa chamber is the tax amnesty nga panalagsa lang ni sometimes samgod sa bill dako kaayo ang surcharge, penalty ug interest kaysa actual gyud nga payment. Mulabaw pagod. So, with the information nga kung mubayad ka before ni July 6, mao ni ang makuha nimo, mo siguro na ang gustong i-emphasize kay dako gyud kay tabang si tax amnesty. Maybe si tax kato information nga mo ning mobayran mo to ang gi-disseminate pero wala gyud si tax amnesty, Mr. Chair. Mo nang maybe we could again request our city treasurer to exert more effort in informing our taxpayer nga napatay for mga 30 million nga kanang kolektahon nga to emphasize the tax amnesty nga mao ni ang atong implement prior to July 5 dapat imo ni ma-avail, or else magmahay ka, at least kami on our part wala nami nagkulang sa pahimangno.
Thank you, Honorable Ciso. I can respond to that nga kaning notice sa city service padawat na may principal na bayro nun na surcharges, interest. Ang bawat taxpayer kuha na niya ang interest, surcharges para mahiblo sa pilay barang pwede niya kumpiton i-minus ito na mo ito yung bayron principal lang, wala interest charges. So we now come to Honorable Circo, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So again, I understand nga ang atong city treasurer's office has been trying their best to inform all the real property tax owners of their responsibilities, no? Pero sa kadaghan sa properties, pila na siya ka buo? More than 10,000. Dili na gyud siguro na nila maapas gyud tagsa-tagsa og inform, especially katong giingon ni Ma'am Julie nga wala dinhi ang tag-iya nga matay na ang uban. So in fact, I wanna share an experience, not my own property though, pero dili taga diri ang owner. So na wa gyud na appeal sa, wa gyud na notify kay wa na sila kabalo og asa nila makontak. Only the land was being updated sa payment. Pero ang building nabiyaan. So, after several years, ay paninggawas ang computation na naanay penalty. So, again, I would like to emphasize and remind those taxpayers nga naapay amount dues diri sa ato ang City Treasurer's Office. Ang amnesty is up to July 2025, July 6. So after July 6,
after July 5,
after Yes, after July 5, na to siya penalties. Penalties and interest are already applied. If you pay this time, 2026. So ang amnesty up to ra gyud to siya sa July. Mo nang ang ato ang mga taxpayers mo bayad gyud na gyud siya sa penalty after July 5, 2026. So ang akong experience mo oto nakabayad jud og penalty 2025 up to today. Thank you,
To be
Mr.
clear,
Chair.